Prime Minister of Israel has been also continuously issuing statements. So, Mayank, please to stay on with us because we're going to put out what he has to say on the first statement that came in from Iran's new Supreme Leader, which is Mojtaba Khamenei. Because Mojtaba Khamenei, after days after his father was killed, almost 2 weeks that we're looking at after his father was killed and he was anointed to this position to be the next Iranian Supreme Leader. He still hasn't made any public appearance yet, but has, however, issued a first statement. And to which the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says that Mojtaba would be next because he, according to Netanyahu, is a puppet in the hands of the IRGC, which is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps.
תוך זמן קצר חיסלנו את הצורר חמינאי וגם בכירים רבים במשטר הטרור. חיסלנו את הרודן הישן והרודן החדש, מוג'טבה, הבובה של משמרות המהפכה, הוא אינו יכול להראות את פניו בציבור.
Well, Netanyahu is of the opinion that Mojtaba would be next in the line of fire because they seem to be of the opinion as far as when it comes to the military leadership, the commanders, the military commanders and the Iranian leadership, the civilian leadership is to be obliterated, and they have been, when it comes to their terror target list is concerned, they have been putting out several images to that front. But as far as President Trump is now concerned, a veiled warning now seems to be coming in from the President of the United States about new threats that Iran has been issuing. Well, President Trump seems to be of the opinion because, Mayank, both sides have now been claiming that they will not allow for any succession or any leadership to come into place for a stable Iranian government. And Mojtaba could be next because as far as his whereabouts are concerned, that still remain a question mark. Iranian authorities, Mayank, have been dismissing that he is either wounded or injured. But Israel and the US, however, seems to be dismissing new threats coming in from Iran's side.
Right from the beginning, the aim has been to eliminate entire leadership which can give direction or which can align the capabilities which can be military capabilities or decision-making capabilities. So that goes fair right from the beginning from as far as US and Israel is concerned. So having said that, it is continuation of that only. Now let us talk about the way Mojtaba Khamenei has been brought in. It is from Iran's side. Is going to galvanize people towards the goal which they are maintaining, that they'll continue to resist one and they'll continue to give replies or fight back in the same manner as the other countries which is Israel and US are doing. So it continues to be like that. Intelligence operation has been the bedrock under which they had been targeting the leadership which can be civilian leadership, which can be military leadership, which can be any of the place or position which is used to bring in people together. That has in a way changed in the recent time. After the initial days of the operation. So if you see, as the reports have been that Mojtaba Khamenei hasn't made any appearances. The other point significantly is that his mother, which has been announced, was not killed in the action on 28th of Feb.
Yes.
That is another way to bring positivity amongst the people.
Yes.
Positivity in the sense like they can understand that somebody else who was declared to be dead is not dead. It is a smart release of information in such a way that it helps the society. So all these games of misinformation,
Mayank, isn't it? When it comes to this onset of the war, both Trump and now Prime Minister Netanyahu are of the opinion that till the time the Iranian people don't rise up against the regime, then they are the ones who actually would be responsible for the overthrow of what they have been calling it as a terrorist regime. But President Trump has now issued a fresh warning. Let's take a look exactly what he now seems to be saying and taking on, waves of threats that are also coming in from Iran, in particular what Mojtaba Khamenei has been saying, that the attacks would persist. President Trump is of the opinion that we are totally destroying the terrorist regime of Iran militarily, economically and otherwise. And if you read the failing New York Times, then you would incorrectly think that we are not winning. Iran's navy is gone. Their air force is no longer there. Missiles, drones and everything are being decimated. And the leaders have been wiped from the face of the earth. However, this has been the opinion coming in from President Trump. saying that the worst is yet to come. However, when it comes to this information back and forth that has been coming in, well, threats, warning, and a resolve to avenge the killings of the people there, that continues from both sides. We're going to head into a very short break.